man, I wish. I really like Robin, but I get to see more Corrin.
We get to see more losers bracket in the middle of bracket.
And we get to see more Lemmay,
man.
too. UGS Lemmay.
Yeah, UGS Lemmay
Rocking
against
a
Corrin.
new shirt that you guys
Yeah.
got today. Very
Really happy with
snazzy.
these.
So Snake versus Corrin, completely
Yeah.
different from what we're going to see in the Game & Watch.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a character that doesn't need to really deal with your hitboxes, although I'm not sure what that dash attack was about, to be honest with you. Either way, it's even right now, he might be just trying to feel it out, maybe a little bit too aggressive, you know, it's like, whatever, I haven't played in a while, this is just my round 3 and loses, how bad can it be? But Foxtrot here, he's actually speaking with the seeder himself right now, saying, like, this is where you seeded me?
Yeah. And he's making it work, too. He's playing a really solid Corrin, but also Lemmay, very solid Snake, so one that's more so on the come-up, kind of like we were talking about Ibex earlier. This is sort of like his time to shine now that everyone's gone back to school.
It's honestly an interesting time because we had like a majority of like who we would consider like, you know, your peer contestants. They all went down to school. They're all at like SIU now.
Uh-huh.
So, or ISU, SIU?
ISU.
ISU, thank you.
Yeah.
So now we have people that we didn't really consider at all starting to show that, well, maybe there's something to them, you know?
Yeah, that's
maybe
a
there's
lot of
something
fun.
to this character. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hell of a parry though.
Yeah, that was actually really ball. That's one of those moves that definitely is parryable because it has a very obvious endpoint to Dragon Thing. But if you miss that, you're dead. So it takes a lot of.
Ooh, that upper actually taking it.
Good job for Foxtrot right there. Doing a pretty good job at getting around a lot of the jank Lemmay is throwing out. Obviously, Snake very zony heavy, very janky character. But Foxtrot is jumping at the right times, blocking at the right times, doing a good job.
Yeah. So Lemmay with a slight lead here. I can only imagine that he doesn't have experience in this matchup because who does?
Yeah.
So I almost want to say just like on paper, right? Looking at this matchup, you have Corrin who is not a mobile character. You have a pin that you have to commit to move, right? And you have Snake that's just gonna sit on the other side of the stage, throw out grenades. You have to deal with this. You have to run the gauntlet to get to me and then do damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So on paper, you think, okay, well, yeah, Snake's gonna win this hands down, no problem. And I don't know. As of so far, Foxtrot is actually holding it down. Like, okay, I'll stop talking.
You know what's funny too? He's finding the perfect time to throw out those up tilts as well.
Right.
Because we were talking about it earlier, but the Game & Watch matchup is Corrin has a lot of range to her. That move, one of Snake's bread and butter moves, that up tilt might not come into play as often as it might usually, but Lemmay has been finding opportunities to use it.
So, just in my own experience with specifically fighting Lemmay, a lot of the ways that he will use the up tilt is like, I guess a good word for it is responsive. He will put himself in a lot of situations where like he's not just gonna mash it out, but be like, I'm gonna stand here, and if you get close to me, I'm gonna throw the up tilt. In worst case situation, you just land. You can't really punish me for it. So like, if you jump it, that up tilt's gonna come out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a fair way to play him too. And he really is choosing his spots, whether or not you know the Corrin matchup or not. He's figuring it out really fast. He's not diving in when he doesn't need to. And even though Foxtrot is blocking a lot of these projectiles, he's still forcing Corrin every once in a while to jump into him, and that's when he throws out the up tilt.
Right. And it's like, it's more than just blocking the projectiles. At some point, you got to get in and do damage yourself. Otherwise, it just isn't going to work for you.
Yeah. And that's credit to Lemmay's spacing as well, because Corrin does have a pretty big plethora of ways where she can take you out. She has pretty decent aeriables. Dragon Pin can be deadly. Forward Smash. Those are range-heavy moves that are sometimes hard to space.
Goodbye.
Almost taking that stock. You have to watch out for all of
how
the
do you
up
get
smashes.
on that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jumped right into that up smash right there. Lemmay is going to take it.
Right. I was almost expecting like a pin from ledge to like just like dash in with, just as like a mix-up option. Because in that sort of situation, I feel like you do need to go for like that, something to catch the Snake off guard there. Because that setup is very, very difficult to get around otherwise.
Yeah, especially there was just way too much hang time because of the initial grab to up smash that got hit with beforehand. Snake was already by ledge, and at that point, this dude is just going to set up shop like he's a Call of Duty player with time to waste. Like, just camp you out.
Right.
So you sometimes do have to be a little overly aggressive, and Corrin does have the power.
Right, you got a color change, we got a gender change.
Aw, man, don't see that every day.
Same stage, though.
Yeah, the Corrin, I don't know if I don't know what the height differences are between female and male Corrin. I
don't
can't
think there
imagine
is
that
one.
makes difference. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
If there was a difference, I would see major problem with
Yeah,
that. It's like, what?
I just thought about it too.
Like, imagine, like, literally a color being the difference between a tier.
Okay, technically, Game & Watch has that problem.
Yeah,
Technically.
okay. Yeah, great Game & Watch, please ban.
All right, so Corrin versus Snake Part 2. We've already seen Foxtrot throw out a few more projectiles of his own with Dragon Fang there.
Right. Ooh, okay.
I like that, though. I think that's what you're going to need to do against Lemmay right now, against this Snake. Find opportunities where he's not throwing out projectiles, and try to just stick a Dragon Pin in his face.
Right. A lot of the ways that Foxtrot has been finding the kills, the two they did actually, was just from whittling Lemmay down just enough to eventually kill with the up air. It's consistent, but it's just not going to kill very early.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, probably about now. If he was about mid-height of the stage, he would die. Something like that, maybe. But now without the rage, I don't know.
It's just very awkward. I don't know how much experience Foxtrot has in this matchup, but it's finding that perfect balance between Snake and when to go in and when to dodge projectiles is very weird, because there's not really another character like Snake is at.
No, there really isn't.
He is on a C4. Okay, up throw does kill.
87%, not a very comfortable position, but it's not, you know, awful. It's not a complete stock deficit. That might happen soon, but for right now.
Yeah, you know, Foxtrot has been finding kill options enough to the point where I don't feel like I need to criticize it. The issue has just been Lemmay has been making it really, really difficult to find damage.
Okay. Oh, second time? Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, find your way through. You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the armor on that up B coming through a little
I think
bit there.
that even surprised Lemmay there, but you're still going to eat that.
Yeah. That up B, not good, but that armor on that for the specific Nikita rocket can definitely come in handy.
It's stupidly disjointed. The wings are the hitbox on that, but they are not a hitbox at all. No. You have to hit his head if you're going from above.
Lemmay already racking up damage. This is sort of like the Snake matchup now, where like it becomes, all right.
Mix? No, you can't.
He tried to go for the same thing twice there. Yeah, nice.
Very, very good confirm on that. So, Lemmay, just sit back down. You're going to keep on playing. You know what it is.
That was a very solid job by Lemmay there. That